from listening to the coach after the game with Angola in Kumasi, and last night against Niger, listening to the coach, indicated that they had gone through rehearsals on how to defend free kicks, corner kicks, defend aerially, protect your area. They had done it severally. But again, same thing happened in our game last night. I don't want to say there's a problem. But what I've seen in the Black Stars, and I need to have a commend the defenders. For once, I'm sure you and I will agree on the fact that for once in a while now, we had a Black Stars team play and you would struggle to blame the defensive line for mistakes or errors that were glaring on their part. In a game against Angola, I will commend Mohamed Salisu. He was supreme. When I say all this, I said it's based on one thing. For me, it's always key when I'm watching Black Stars play. Body language on the pitch, indicating level of commitment, dedication, and the will to want to die for the flag you are representing, yes, you are wearing. When you see a player with that commitment level in their body language, you see it. Right. And I saw that in Mohamed Salisu over the weekend. Also last night against Niger, I saw it. You saw him trying to ensure that he puts his body on the line. I'll say same for the two players you mentioned. Seydou Alidu on the left side and Tariq Lamptey on the right side. Even though they look diminutive as in nature, their size, they are small, but you see total commitment and they are willing to put their body on the line. Yes, look at Tariq Lamptey, for instance.
This kind of small boy.
So confident on the ball, off the ball, his runs were on point. And it was good
Passes,
to watch
everything was
from him.
Just there.
It was good. Same for Seydou Alidu. And fortunately for Seydou, he got his first goal for the Black Stars team from that wonderful strike.
Right.
So even though he was playing on an unfavored left side, he was his right back. But because of the absence of Gideon, Baba, and someone we can trust on that side, the coach felt, let me try him on that side. And I think that he didn't do bad.
Phenomenal.
Talking about Seydou Alidu, he didn't do bad on the left side and got a goal to cap it yesterday night. It was good for me, and I commend them together with Mumin. Abdul Mumin. Even though Mumin made a mistake in Kumasi with the goal that was scored by Angola, but I still commend him for stepping in the absence of Jiku and putting in his all. Yesterday he wasn't poor as well. But again, I will say this. As having commended the defense, this is where the issues are. I'm rating the players and the team. Defense, if you ask me, defense over 10, even though we consider the goal against Niger, I'll give the defense 8. But I think they were resolute in defending. Goalkeeper, Atizigi didn't make so many saves. There was not so many balls anywhere at him.
Coming at him.
Only a few of them. So I can't give him I can't charge him so much because he didn't make so many saves because there were not so many balls at Atizigi. So a 7 for Atizigi is fair. But midfield is where I think our problem is.
We lack creativity.
Absolutely.
In that midfield.
It is not
reluctant
only, it is
in the
not
way
only,
we were playing.
It's not only
comparing
about
them
creativity.
to their club level.
It was more to do for me with players who have got everything within them if they want to do it, but are not doing it for reasons best known to themselves. Players who are so reluctant, and are not giving their all. You require mention that Salisu's body language for me was key. Like I always say, it is the body language that tells me whether whatever is happening on the field of play, your commitment levels are high, and if it's not going well for you, it is you having a bad day, which is normal in every sphere of life. In every endeavor, even for us in this institution or this space, media, there are days you come on air and you clearly know you're having a bad day because things are not working the way you want it. That one is there, it's granted. But there are those days that you see people do their stuff and it's clearly out of lack of commitment, dedication to the cause. And I dare say this, and I throw a challenge to the captain. You were captain for a reason, Thomas Partey. You were captain for a reason. You must lead by example. You play for Arsenal Football Club. We watch you week in, week out, and we see how you play on the field of play. The Partey you see at us now is not break and pass Partey. No. I know what I'm talking about. The Partey you see at us now is not a break and pass. When I say break and pass in football, give me the ball, I'll break the ball, then I'll pass.
I'll pass it on.
Little effort.
He's a playmaker.
Not a playmaker. Break and pass. Just I won't worry myself.
I mean,
Simple passes. Simple
passing.
passing. Give me the ball. Thank you. But you are there. Sort of. But the Arsenal we see at the Partey we see at Arsenal is player who progresses the ball as well. Takes the ball, progresses the ball, and looks for the passes inside. But against Angola, in Kumasi, we said maybe it was because of the bad pitch. So they didn't want to kill themselves and get injured. But they went to Morocco to play on that pitch in Bekin. Good pitch. But again, Partey was doing the same things, a simple break and pass.
Yeah.
And I won't worry myself. But one thing is that in our team, midfield play has always been key for the Black Stars. Over the years, whenever you have a Black Stars team thriving and doing well, it is because we have always had strong midfields that drive the team. Look at us, the ones we've had in the past.
Yeah.
And mention the names. From Asian, Apia, Sule, Muntari, Lion Kingston, mention them. They get a ball and they drive the team forward. But the Partey I watched some few years back for the Black Stars, not the same Partey I'm watching, in the last 2-3 games. No. And you have the armband for a reason, like I said.
Is it complacency?
It's not complacency.
So what is the problem with them?
It is a clear case of lack of commitment.
It's serious.
Dedication. It's as simple as that. And then let's move forward. We brought back, Ashimeru. A player who has been out for quite a while, so I can grant him that it was his first game back in the team, so it didn't go well for him. He and Partey were lacking creativity for the Black Stars yesterday.
Yeah.
Because if in the middle, they can't create for those who are up there, then those up there will struggle. Then take away those two who are not really pulling their strengths, Partey and Ashimeru, Kudus. Now, it's become clear to every team Ghana takes on that Mohamed Kudus is the main danger man for the Black Stars.
Yeah.
So against Angola, I noticed something in Kumasi. I was watching, I was like, whoa. And interestingly, there was a camera just set for Kudus. So after the game, I saw the visuals. What Angola did with the coach, Pedro Congal, what he did with Kudus was that he deployed one player on him.
That's
throughout.
what exactly.
He deployed one player on Kudus throughout. So whenever Kudus had the ball, the guy was with him. And Kudus, if you watch Kudus very, very well, Kudus is a skillful player who wants to take the ball and dribble and do a few things.
Do some few
So when he turns, he wants to do it, but by the time you turn, the player's on you, one-on-one, face-to-face. So it made it difficult for Kudus to thrive in a game in Kumasi. And same last night. Kudus struggled. But he had chances to score. That's where I'm disappointed with Mohamed Kudus for not getting those goals. He had a few chances to score yesterday. There was a clear one, he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. A good flick over the goalie would have been a goal for Ghana, but he shot at the keeper and the keeper made an easy save. Kudus, I'll rate him maybe a 6. Partey and Ashimeru, for me, was a 4.5. Partey 4.5, Ashimeru maybe a 5. And then there's men on the wings. Abdul Fattah Ishahaku. I like
Ishahaku
you.
Was a
Some of us really like you. Your progression with your career has been awesome. And some of us are so happy to see you where you are. In just 3 years or so,
3 years.
You have moved from a Ghana Premier League player with Dreams FC to now playing in the English Premier League with Leicester. Tremendous growth for a career of a local player. And I always say it's an example of what we say dreams can really happen for players who dream and work at it. But in the 2 games that we saw Fattah play for Ghana in Kumasi and also yesterday night in Angola, in Morocco, Fattah, you didn't give us enough. Over elaboration in Kumasi, skills here, like our local folks would say.
Has the stardom gotten into his head? Will you say that?
I don't
because
know.
When they are young and up and coming, it's different how everybody takes stardom.
I get it.
It gets into you so much that you think,
But I don't want to think that it's getting into his head because you're still too young. You haven't really broken through yet. Yes, you're first in a EPL, so why would stardom get into the head of this young man? It should not. And I think it's not.
It shouldn't, but it has.
I don't want to believe it is. Let me use my words now well. I don't want to believe it's gotten into his head. I want to believe it's just one of those things. But if it's one of those things, then I want to see an improvement. Because on a day when we were missing Enes Niyama, Joseph Pencil, Osman Bukari, Kamaldeen Suleimana, who are the others who can rely on the wings, they were missing them, and you're given a chance to play in the 2 matches, starting the 2 matches. You didn't show us that much. Fatawi Chahaku, I'll rate you 5. Then the man on the left side, and I'm disappointed in my good brother, and I love him for that though, but disappointed in him, Antoine Semenyo. This was one player I was so in love with when he switched, because when he came on in the first few games he played for Ghana for about a year now, you saw commitment, dedication, a player who when he's on will run, will chase every ball, will drive every defender, will assist, will score. Season begins in England. Antoine is in good form for Bournemouth in the Premier League.
Scoring two goals in Bournemouth.
And an assist for Bournemouth in the EPL. But in the last 2 games for Ghana, Antoine's body language was as though, I don't care. I won't kill myself. What Antoine has watched over the years at his former clubs in Bournemouth and the Black Stars when he joined initially, will get the ball, and his first instinct is, let me run at the defender.
Yeah.
Let me run at you. He will come at you with pace. But this time around, he gets the ball and he's diddling with the ball.
So
and
relaxed
pass the ball back.
game.
And so relaxed.
So relaxed in the game yesterday.
What's happening to Antoine Semenyo? What's happening?
I was like, honestly, Benghazi, the game against Niger was the most boring game I've ever watched.
Like, what's happening? No
the Angolan
drive,
game was hot.
No commitment, dedication, everything is missing. The will to want to win, it was missing.
It was not there.
And then Inaki Williams, same old, same old.
We fought for Inaki Williams.
Same old,
the
same
media,
old. I don't know what it is.
Try and put Inaki Williams there.
I don't know if it's a matter of he not adapting well or the team not adapting to him. Now I don't even know what it is again.
Because that's what Coach Utuado mentioned earlier, that
I don't know what it is again. Because now he had a chance. They played him on. I mean, Inaki is a type like he's the one who wants to make runs.
Yeah.
He runs into spaces for the ball.
But he's not given that kind of chance.
He made one. He made a good run. The pass was given to him. He missed the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Earlier in the game, he missed that.
And he wasn't too also involved in the game. I don't know what it is with. I don't know if it's language because I didn't speak English. I don't know if the Spanish boys also don't speak with him. You know, because
I hardly think so, because
I don't know. I'm always asking questions. I don't know.
Language can't be a barrier because I'm sure they have their own way of communicating. Exactly. So if you don't speak English and they don't speak Spanish, how then are you able to communicate with them in the dressing room? How are you able to? We see them at training and they are all laughing. So what is it that?
I'm not saying I don't know. I'm just trying to get answers. I don't know.
We have a problem with the Black Stars.
Clearly, Inaki 2, I'll give him a 5. Jordan came on. Asante Thomas came on.
Elisha Owusu was given the chance
came
as well.
on. They didn't add much when they came in, actually. Jordan, yes, the effort will always be there, going for the ball. And it's something like I'm saying, it's something you can never take away from the Ayew brothers.
Yeah. Unless you don't put
once
them on the pitch.
Once they are in, they may do things you don't like. But once they are on the field, at least one thing you give them is that they will show commitment and they will want to play and give their all. That you can always give the Ayew brothers. And Jordan, when he came yesterday, you saw coming for the ball. Give me the ball. Let's give me the ball. It was trying.
Yeah.
So at least I'll give it for that. And for Brandon Thomas Asante, well, we didn't see so much from him when he came on in the number 10 jersey. Anyway, he came in the number 10 jersey.
Oh, the guy has got is it guts.
Yeah,
to wear that kind of. When I saw it, I was like,
hey,
whoa.
Hey, number 10
Brandon
jersey.
Thomas Asante, you've got guts. To wear the number 10 jersey in the Black Stars.
I don't know what it means now.
Yeah, we don't know what it means,
number
but
for somebody who hasn't been called for quite a while now. I don't know what it means when the 10 is now handed over to another player. I don't know what it means. Whether now is that door shut for Andre Ayew in the team, so they are moving on. And so anybody who wants a number 10 jersey can now pick it and wear. But we went for it and he wore it. Anyway, so I won't rate, for those 3 who came on, not much was seen from the 3. Jordan, Brandon, and then Elisha. Not much. I won't rate any of them. But clearly, bottom line, Coach Utuado